lovelies, I hope you're all doing well. Today, as you can see by my title, I am back to share with you all my MAC and Julia Petit collaboration collection haul with you all. Now, if you've been watching my MAC hauls for a while, then you know that I usually say this is a pre-recorded video, yeah. Well, this video I am refilming. Today, the day I'm filming, is actually Thursday the 19th, and today is the day that it launched on maccosmetics.com here in the States. Now, this collection, I felt the need that I had to refilm this video because this collection was just a mess. It was a hot, complete, chaotic mess. If you've been following this collection, then you know it was supposed to be launched last week, at least on maccosmetics.com for here in the States. But what ended up happening was that MAC Global, who had complete control over this collection, obviously it's an international collaboration, and Julia Petit is from Brazil, she's a Brasileña, so obviously MAC Global is going to take care of it, just like they did with Bao One. The thing is, and when I tell you it's gonna make sense, but then it's gonna like, why did they wait so long? It was supposed to be released last week online, but they realized that this week it was supposed to launch in Brazil, which makes sense. She's Brasileña. Obviously, you're gonna wanna launch it in her own country before everyone else gets it. It makes sense. Just like Bao One was released first in China and then everywhere else, it makes sense that they wanted to release it in Brazil and have the whole press and pictures, all that in Brazil first. That makes sense. But what doesn't make sense to me is why they waited until the week it was set to launch and everything was ready to go to say, oh wait, we're gonna delay it a week because Brazil hasn't had the launch yet, which just blew my mind. I honestly had no idea when the release date for Brazil was gonna be, but I had no idea that it was set until after. It just makes no sense to me. MAC Global also didn't take into consideration the appeal that this collection might have on people here in the States or the UK, what have you, because Julia Petit isn't so much a household name here in the States because of the whole failure to notify that the launch was going to be pushed back. A lot of the stores had to launch this week pretty much. I know Macy's launched on Wednesdays. It was just not one of MAC Global's best moments. Stock was super limited. Again, they didn't take into consideration that we would just like the collection because of the colors that she picked out. I personally really like the lipsticks and the blush if I had to narrow it down. But this collection was just a really hot mess, and I felt that not enough stores got it because, again, they didn't think the appeal was going to be that big. And MAC also has 3 collections launching this upcoming week, so they really didn't think it was going to be super sought after, but of course they were wrong. I really hope you all were able to get something if you wanted something. I know a lot of the stores in New York were taking phone orders, which I think was really awesome because I felt that New York got the best stock out of every other state in this whole country. I know Southern California, if I remember correctly, it was like 6 stores, including 2 Nordstrom counters, that got the whole collection for all of Southern California. I thought that was ridiculous. Let's get on with the haul. Now, something really interesting that I do have to mention before I show you all the products is that on MAC's Brazil website, the things that sold out first were actually the eyeshadows, not the lipsticks. Here in the States, the first thing to go was the Boca lipstick. And if I'm not mistaken, it was gone in 10 minutes or less. If I'm not mistaken, it was crazy. Since we are talking about eyeshadows, let's get started with the eyeshadows. The first one is called Morganite. This second one is called Sagu. And this last one is called Moving Sand. Swatches, they don't look that pigmented, at least on my arm, but when I apply them onto my eye, I use a nice base and then I apply them and they actually come out very pigmented. But it really just depends on your preference. I know not a lot of you are fans of shimmer in your eyeshadows, and 2 of these are just really shimmer with a little bit of color in them. Might not be your cup of tea. I just have so many eyeshadows that they're pretty, but I really don't think I need more eyeshadows than I do, so probably be giving those away or something. Okay, let's move on to the luster drops. These are in Pink Rebel, and this is the packaging. It's just regular MAC packaging. They look like, if you've never seen them before. Now, if you're wondering if you're new to MAC or just what are luster drops. I think the last time they released luster drops, if I'm not mistaken, was for the MAC Hearts Riri, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but that was the last time I got luster drops. In case you are wondering or not familiar with luster drops, these are basically kind of like a highlighter, but they can also be mixed into your foundation. So what I personally do is, you know, pump my foundation on here, maybe add 1 or 2 drops of this onto it, depending on your preference. Pink Rebel in particular, I've been using as a highlighter, which I will show you. I just get a little bit. You can definitely mix this up with your foundation as well to give you all a nice glow. But yeah, that's the luster drops. I'm not sure how well you can see them. I'm looking at the mirror, but they're there. Anyways, next, I'm not sure why I put this back in the box, but is the blush. And this is... Besides the lipsticks, this was what I was very, very excited about. This is the blush, and it is a satin finish, and it is called Linda. First saw this blush, who knows how long ago, I thought to myself, I really just stared at it for the longest time and thought, why would she pick out this blush? It doesn't look like it's all that. It just looks like a boring blush. I really thought it was. And I remember just staring at it like, why would she pick this blush? And finally, I just grabbed a brush. I applied it onto my cheeks and OMG, I am in love with this blush. I love the name Linda, very pretty name, but the blush itself is really, really pretty. And besides Sideshow You, this has been the only thing I've been wearing. It's very rare that I wear blush to begin with. I love blushes, I really do. You know I have a problem, but it's very rare for me to wear blush. It's more likely for me to wear a bronzer or contour than blush. But this has just been, I'm not sure if you can see it on my face now, but I did kind of pack it on. Hopefully you can see it. This is just everyday, really nice blush. This was a must get for me from this collection. Very pretty. Appearances can be deceiving, ladies, but I'm so glad I got it, and it's very pretty. Anyway, so that's the blush. You need that in your life. Hopefully you all got it, because I know it did sell out, and rightfully so. It's very pretty. Anyways, the moment you all have been waiting for, the lipsticks. Actually, first I'm going to show you all the lip gloss. This is what it looks like. I will not be keeping this. I'm going to be honest with you all. I actually already told my cousin she can have it, but I had to refilm this video, so. Actually has iridescent pink glitter in it. But that's just not really my cup of tea, so giving that to my cousin. You all know I have problems with lipsticks, so I had to get the lipsticks. So here we go. First lipstick is called Petit Red. Very pretty red. Do I think it's something that you all need? If you all have as many lipsticks, maybe not as many lipsticks as I do. But I don't really think this one in particular is super, super special. Especially with the Mackie's Beauty collection coming out next week. Hopefully it's released next week. The second lipstick is called Boca. Or Boca. Very pretty. And this is also a satin finish. It is what I am wearing on my lips right now. And I have been wearing this lipstick for the past, what, 2 weeks or however long I've had this lipstick. I really, really like this lipstick. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the first lipstick to sell out. Believe it or not, it sold out before the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the Riri lipsticks. That sold out in 10 minutes, if that, if I'm not mistaken. I remember my friend telling me it sold out the minute after I got my confirmation page. So the struggle is real for that lipstick. Third lipstick is Acai. Very pretty, matte, deep purple color. This was compared to Rebel. I don't have Rebel, believe it or not. I still don't have Rebel. And Fashion Revival. Now, you're going to have to take my word for it, because for the life of me, I cannot find Fashion Revival here. I think because I cleaned out my makeup, you know, storage, whatever, I cleaned it out. But it depends on your particular skin tone. But on my skin tone, Fashion Revival is a little bit deeper than Acai, whatever you want to call it. So, and again, I don't have Rebel. That's why I justified purchasing it. But it's really, really pretty. As far as Boca goes, I'm going to take Oxblood and Nouvelle Vogue. Probably like a mix of these two, colors. It's not as pink as Nouvelle Vogue, but it's not as... The undertones on Oxwood are different than the ones on Bokeh, but Bokeh is very pretty. Like I said, that is what I'm wearing on my lips, and I've been wearing. It's very nice. Here are the lipsticks. This one is Acai. The middle one is Bokeh. And the third one is Petit Red. And that's the lip gloss, and this is the blush. Very pretty blush. Everything that I got from the MAC and Julia Petit collaboration collection. I really hope you all enjoyed all the pictures and swatches and just my overall review on the collection. And if you did, please give this video a huge thumbs up for me. I would really appreciate it, and leave me any comments, feedback, what you ended up hauling down below. I'm really interested to see what you all got. If you guys got the lipstick or the blush or anything, just let me know down below. Next week, I will be back to share with you all my MAC is Beauty collection haul. I'm so excited. I already have it recorded for you all. Big shout out to all my lovely coworkers. Hey girl, hey, thank you so much for letting me get your lipsticks and swatch your lipsticks before you got a chance to get them. Thank you so much. So yes, it will be a very long haul, let me just say, but it won't be all my things. So thank you again to all my coworkers. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back super soon. Love you all. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all next week. Bye, everyone.